3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode. Well done, Dylan. Welcome back to another episode of Put the Phone Down with me and Meg, where we're just going to talk about absolute random plop.
Yeah.
It's been a week since my last podcast.
Mm-hmm.
There's been nothing that's happened.
Nope.
So we've got some random things wrote down that we're going to discuss, talk about, because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
So, Megan, what have we got to discuss this week?
Well, it's the first day of spring.
Is it actually?
Let's start off with that, yeah. Which feels nice.
Feels no different, Meg.
No, it feels nice. It's like you can see it changing in the air. You can see the seasons changing, I think.
To like a more springy grey than a wintry grey?
No, I think the lights are getting a bit nicer.
What is wrong with us today? We're not having it today, are we?
I think we need to get into it.
Yeah.
The nights are getting lighter.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think in general, there's just a bit more, whether because things are opening up again and stuff like that, you see more people about, and it's just...
Your microphone's too close to your mouth. You go... God, Meg, get with the programme. Carry on. Sorry for interrupting your speech.
It's fine. I just felt like I was really quiet.
You did?
Yeah.
No, I can hear you perfectly fine.
All right.
I just don't want to tickle people's ear canals when you're just...
I don't know where you were going with that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, carry on.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to spring and summer and what's to come after.
Yeah.
All the restrictions are out the window.
We're going to hopefully start seeing some decent weather coming through, aren't we?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, we've already started, to be fair. It's getting a bit better. But I don't know, it's weird because I know it's no different. But it's first day of spring, it feels like, we're getting there, we're getting towards summer. And
you know what's coming soon, Meg?
Fishing.
There we go. Bit of fishing at weekend. Happy days.
Well, I'll just go out and get drunk with the girls. You go fishing. It's fine.
It's fine by me. I'll go and get drunk and then go fishing.
Fine.
But go on, sorry.
The only thing I did read...
What's that?
Recently, and I know I said before I didn't really want to talk about COVID much, but there's a few people saying they don't think summer's going to happen, as in like travelling abroad.
Yeah.
Which would be devastating.
I'm going to be optimistic and think, we're going to travel. Have something to look forward to. But if not, I'm going to be optimistic again. We're going to have a really good summer.
Yeah. That's the thing. If we can't travel, it's like we pray for good weather and we just sit in back gardens and get drunk, because that's all there is to do. Yeah,
that and go fishing. Like I said, if I wouldn't mind me staying in England if we had decent weather. Yeah. I can guarantee we'd have like a week or so of decent weather.
Because to be fair, last year we did. I mean, obviously we went away for a week last year.
Yeah.
But we had some really nice weather in the UK last year. So it's like, fingers crossed for that again. It'd be nice.
Like I said, we're thinking of getting a van, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
And getting that kitted out.
Yeah.
Like, for work purposes, but then we can double it up as using it for camping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I've just had a bacon butty and it's...
Yum. That's nice.
Meg, it's just, honestly, for the one person listening to this, it's fine. I just enjoy doing it. I'm not bothered.
They'll just listen to you getting indigestion.
Yeah. Well, it's the law, isn't it, to have a bacon butty on a Saturday?
Yeah.
I think it's not even a bacon butty, it's a posh one now. It was a bacon muffin.
Oh, God.
Well,
muffin.
It is a muffin, isn't it? Like, you know, like the...
Oh, yeah.
Not bread. What is it? It's still a bread.
You'll get slaughtered for that.
Yeah, it's only like
Coming from down bottom and you're not having you're having a bacon muffin.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I'm flipping each chant it now, mate. Top end. Top ender. Posh ender now, me. not roughing it down bottom.
No, that's true. That's true.
Let's explain that, the top and bottom end.
All right, okay.
Like, let's debunk that, because for people who...
Well, you go ahead, because you're the one who always goes, oh, bloody top end.
Yeah,
I'm the bottom end of me.
Like I said, I know people, like some older folks, who won't even go up the top end, like even to the end of the pubs or anything like that. They'll never venture past. Oh, but that's one. Where does the bottom and top end start?
A few people have said the library.
No,
is the middle point.
No, it's not for me. That.
Where's bottom end to you?
The bottom end starts at the train tracks. When you go over that bridge, you're in bottom end. That's the line.
Right, okay.
Because I have this conversation with people, top enders, they try and... Well, basically, we're giving you more territory, but we don't want that middle section.
It's funny because I wouldn't class that as top end either.
What?
Like that middle section.
No, that's no man's land, that.
Yeah, I'd say like, for me, I'd probably say like top spinners, because it's top.
Yeah.
Top spinners is top end.
Yeah, because for me, like, because I have a few mates who live, and we call it the middle end, don't we?
Yeah.
Which doesn't make fucking sense, but the middle end for me is just over the bridge at the train tracks, whatever you want to call it, train station.
From bottom, yeah.
To like top spinners.
Yeah.
So that in between bit doesn't need to even be there, does it? So people like, because like I say, my mate like Brogan used to live there. Joe used to live there.
Yeah.
That's
Sarah and Ian live there.
Yeah, just like no one cares about them.
See, I'm just not bothered me.
We've
like,
just defended like 75% of Adlington.
Because I've technically never lived in Adlington.
That's weird, though.
Yeah, I've always lived in No, I tell a lie. I lived in Adlington for maybe 6 months of my life. Because we only moved into our forever family home when just before I was 1. So we lived on Bolton Road, but in Adlington. And then we moved to Bolton Road.
But when someone asked you, where are you from?
It's always Adlington.
Right, so
yeah.
And
now we live in Heath Charnock.
Oh, we are posh as out. Posh as out.
Which I never think, like...
I've brought the standard of poshness down now.
Yeah, 100%.
Heath Charnock's now a shithole.
Yeah.
No, I live there.
Yeah. The bloody bottom end of living in Heath
It's weird though, isn't it, to think that was even a thing back then? Because I know. Like the stories that my grandma told me about when like the bottom and top end, they used to like meet up and fight and all sort of shit.
It's mad, innit?
Yeah, but it was funny though, because like me and Tom, we were like bottom enders, and then when we used to go on holiday, we all lads from up top.
Yeah.
It was like, when we, like again, we're on a lads' holiday, everyone's there like looking cool, and we're all fighting at pool, top end versus bottom end. So it's me and Tom like fucking bruising them all up. Me and Tom fucked them up basically on top enders.
Oh my god!
Do you know what? I'd love to get a few of them on here.
Yeah, just
for me, I just enjoy doing it. It's just talking shite for a bit.
Well, I've said that about not this podcast, but doing one with the girls. Because when I
get them on.
Yeah, no, I know, but having a separate one that is actually dedicated to like girl talk and stuff. Because when we meet up as a group, like we don't even take a breath.
Yeah,
like we just talk and talk for hours.
Well, we did try and get one set up, but the thing is, you'll not do it. You know what I mean? It's like taking that first leap. But what I'm saying is, if you get like one or two of them on at a time, and we just literally talk shit, because there's questions that I'd like to ask from a guy's perspective to girls.
Oh God, right,
and
okay.
I think it would be a good conversation.
Yeah, I think it would. But there's 5 of us, so we'd have to do like...
Yeah, we'll just rock, paper, scissors who gets on.
Okay. To be fair though, if I was doing one with the girls, I think I'd probably just get something on my phone and just stick it in the middle of the room and just talk. Do you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't do a full podcast
you lot would
setup.
end up forgetting that you're doing a podcast and end up bitching about people.
Wow, you make us sound nice.
No, I'm not saying.
We don't sit there bitching about people.
All girls like gossip, not bitching, gossip. Then.
Right. Okay. God.
It's right though.
For anyone listening, we're not bitching about you on our girls' nights.
You know what I mean, though. You like gossip about. Oh my God, such a body just got a cat, and it's like about random crap. You talk.
How do you know? You're not there for girls' nights.
No, but when you're on the phone to like Lee, you're just talking absolute plop.
Right.
I think it would be good. I think you should do it, definitely.
But I agree with the lads as well. Like, I'd love to question some of the lads. Like, yeah, I'd love to sit there and be like, right, and get down to biz. Yeah, because I don't think many of the lads have got shit on me, to be honest. It's more like I've got stuff on them. Yeah, you've got stories to tell for days. I was always the one that would be like, go on, you do that. Yeah. God, it'd be funny if you went and do that. So I'd be sat there going, oh, look at him, he's just done that. And I'd be sat there not doing anything. I think the main ones for me is when I just got like too drunk. Yeah. But again, like the horse races, when we went to the horse races. Yeah. For anyone doesn't know, but what horse races was it? I can't even remember. Was it? It was it not? No, it wasn't Aintree. It would have been one of the smaller ones, like York or something. Something like that. But yeah, all lads went horse race. Chester's, yeah, that was it. Races.
Chester, not Chester's.
Not Chester's chicken.
We'll speak about Chester's chicken as well, like a bit. God, but went to Chester races or whatever it was called. Yeah. Obviously, me thinking I'm King Dick. Two flipping flasks full of whiskey. So I'm there having a pint of beer. last thing I remember was just getting this flask of whiskey like that with cider, because you have like 8% cider in there. It's got Aspal cider, which is it tastes amazing.
Yeah.
But it gets me absolutely rolloped.
And then you decided to mix whiskey into
so
it as well.
I remember getting the whiskey flask, going like that and going, yeah, I'm hard, me. Necked it. Oh. And I just can't remember. But apparently there was some guy who wanted to fight me, and I was hugging him and stroking his head and
That's
going,
typical you,
right,
though.
Like he wanted to knock my head off. And
yeah,
going,
you know how to diffuse the situation when you're drunk because you just hug them
yeah,
instead
I'm
of punching
it's all
them.
right, mate. Don't worry about it, pal. Like tapping his head.
Oh
his head
my
bald
God.
head. I'm like, don't worry, pal. And so yeah, that's what happened. Got absolutely drunk. I remember throwing up at like the posh end of the races.
Yeah.
And that was about it really. But then going back home, I was obviously fast asleep in the taxi.
Yeah.
They're all like taking pictures of me, taking piss. So in their heads are thinking, we've got him here. We've got a story where we can take piss out of him. So then I went home. Obviously, my dad had to come pick me up because they all went to get an Indian.
Yeah.
I went. You were going out at the time, weren't you?
Yes, I was going on girls' night.
Yeah. So then you'll have to tell this part of the story because you don't know.
So I was getting ready, getting all dolled up, ready to go out, go for pre-drinks at my friend's house, and I get a call from your sister. So, oh, Meg, Jake's at home, he's leathered, he's passed out, he's in bed. I thought, oh, Jesus Christ, right, bloody hell. I said, I'll nip round and just check everything's okay. Went round to your mum and dad's house, and your mum and Leah were there trying to sort you out. You were in bed, passed out. Looked at your pants and stuff on the floor, covered in sick. So I was like, right, he's obviously thrown up. So I thought, he's fine, he's well awake, leave him to it. I'll see him in the morning. Next minute, an hour later, I was at pre-drinks and I get a phone call from you. Meg, I'm going back out. I was like, what? Like, don't you dare. I was like, you stay in bed now. So you put your sicky pants back on.
Yeah.
Full suit. Yeah. I think you went round to...
My mum and dad were at a party.
Yeah.
So I obviously put my suit back on.
Yeah.
Brushed off my pants a bit.
It's disgusting.
Went, and I run my dad up. I was like, right, where are you? He says, what do you mean, where am I? I said, I'm coming round for the party. I said, Jake, you couldn't fucking walk 2 hours ago. I'll be right. So I went round to when mum and dad were having this party, sat down.
Yeah.
My dad's looking at me going, you're a fucking knob, you. I'm going, what's wrong with you? I had a few drinks there. I think the reason why I went to that party, though, is because they were still having the Indian.
Yeah, I think it was, because it was only a couple of hours you were asleep.
And none of them knew that I was back awake.
No.
So I knew they'd be at Bottom Spinners. So I walked into Bottom Spinners, like, the way they described it, do you know Gandalf, where when he comes back alive, he's got like a white beam behind him. It was like that. That's what Nicky says anyways. But I remember walking in and I could see him there and be like, on the side corner of my eye.
Yeah.
And I could just see him all going.
Jaws dropped.
Like, jaws dropped. I just went to the bar, went, I was a part of cider, please. Sat down and drinking like that, like nothing had happened. Like I did it intentionally, like.
And no one was talking, just staring at me.
And everyone were like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, what's up with you all? And they were like, how the fuck have we gone from not being able to stand up, 2 hours sleep, to being back to normal? And then, I just went to Chorley, and I think I ended up coming back at like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Well, yeah, you would have done if you were in Chorley.
It was a glorious moment, Meg. But it's all because I was a bottom ender, and we're just tough nuts, aren't we?
No, clearly not.
Not like you bloody
that
top end
story
softies.
doesn't mean you're a tough nut.
No, it does. It means that we're survivors.
Definitely not. There's only one time that I think I've ever gone to bed and woken up and wanted to go back out again. But that was like, I was like just turned 18 at Carnival. Might have been younger, actually.
So you started drinking when you were like 5.
Jake! Bloody hell!
You started drinking at a young age, though.
Yeah.
Compared to what I... Well,
you make me sound really bad, my God. Maybe like 13, 14 sat on the park. Which still isn't good, and I know that. But I should have like a strong threshold now for drinking. Like I should be a heavyweight drinker.
But I think you peaked too early. But I was like, only started drinking like when I was 17, 18, because I was like I was really into like weightlifting and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, I'm not drinking. And then as soon as I turned 18, it was like I had one can. I was like, oh, I'm not like, throwing up after a can.
It's funny, isn't
it? So then I was like, I need to train myself, and it was like a Rocky moment where I'm like Rocky 3 montage. I'm training with cans of Stella and Strongbow.
Stella? When have you drank Stella?
No, I had to try everything. I couldn't like drink lager at one point. It was just Strongbow. That's all I could drink was Strongbow. Yeah,
because when I met you, you drank Strongbow always.
Yeah. No, I'll just drink anything that's important. Like it was like the weekend we were making cocktails out of random stuff out of the cupboard.
Yeah.
Just like whiskey, a bit of
Because
that,
we
bit
had
of
no
this.
mixers, I know. But yeah, I'm like, I definitely peaked early because it got to the point where I was like 18. Because I think the first time I went out in town, I was probably like 17, I'd say 16, 17. So then when it got round to me being 18, I was like so used to it.
Could you imagine though being 18 now, like your 18th birthday?
During COVID.
Yeah.
I know.
You can't go out to the pub.
Yeah.
It'd be well annoyed me.
I know. It's a shame really, isn't it? Because it's like, I mean, it's different for me because I had that taste of freedom from a young age that my mum and dad never knew about.
Yeah, you used to tell them all kinds of stories on your house parties. Was
Yeah.
it when that one where someone ate all your chocolate and then you told your mum and dad that there was a mouse in your cupboards?
Yeah. And to be fair, that wasn't like that was just a bit of a gathering. There was only like 10 people there, but someone like a few of them just like emptied the chocolate cupboard and just snacked on all of our chocolate and biscuits and everything. And I was like, I'm never going to get away with this because I'm not going to eat all that in a weekend, just like me on my own. So I messaged my mum and I was like, Mum, like I think like a mouse or something has got into the cupboard. So I was like, I noticed there was some like bite holes in some of the boxes, so I've just chucked everything away just in case. And she messaged me back, bless her. She was like, all right, okay, that's a bit strange that a mouse has got in. No problem.
I bet they were sat there going, John, look at the
Yeah,
state of this. Have you heard of
taking
this?
the piss out of me.
Like, what? Who thinks you
I know. And then years later, she was like, of course I knew there was no mouse in the cupboard. I was like, all right. It's like, for years I thought I'd gotten away with it. I always did with my house parties though, and she always...
I used to just tell my mum, I'm like, yeah, I'm having a few friends over. Just go next door or go to Cheryl Malk's.
Jake, mine weren't a few friends.
No, but like, if we're having like, let's say 30 people round.
Yeah.
I'd say to him, yeah, there's only like 10 coming round and there'd be 30, but she knew I were having them.
Yeah.
She was just getting drunk in someone else's house and
All
then come
right.
back.
To be fair, my mum and dad, if I'd have just told them,
Yeah.
they probably would have been fine with it.
Yeah.
But I always thought, oh no, I won't because I'll get in trouble, so I'll just hide it. So.
What
yeah.
you like. Yeah, I just couldn't be arsed being 18 now.
I know, it's a shame.
That time when you first go into a pub at like...
Yeah. Because it's a shame for
There
anyone
you go.
celebrating a birthday in lockdown. Like, it's getting to the point now where most people... Yeah, because it'll have been a full year in March.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Really is crazy.
everyone in the world would have spent the birthday at this point in some form of restriction or lockdown, which is just really weird.
Yeah, I think they just need to crack on now, don't they?
Yeah.
Just
See
need
what
to
happens.
crack on.
See what things happen.
What else have we got to speak about?
We've got a whiteboard here, by the way, with
Yeah,
some
because
pointers
we're a
just in
bit we're a bit
case. Brain
short.
mash this
Well, no,
morning. I don't know why. I just couldn't think of what I wanted to talk
Well,
about.
it's like I said, we again, there's nothing to speak about.
That's the issue.
So we was like, right, what we're talking about in this podcast, and I was like,
It's like, what have we done in the last week?
I just like talking shite and just rambling
Yeah.
off. But again, it's one of them things, isn't it, where you just
Well, we've not done anything.
not done anything,
But
there's
work.
nothing happened. So we've got what the hell? What have we actually got on there? Baby
So-
pigeons. What's that?
You can't just say that with no explanation. I always think it's really funny, and you came across it this morning, didn't you?
What's
Where
that?
it's like proper random things that like you question.
Why is it, but move that mic down lower a bit. Your finger keeps popping a bit.
I just got my arm stuck.
End up blowing someone's eardrums out.
I can't help it.
I think it's your peas. I think we need pop filters.
I can't help it. Mate, it's only as loud as yours is.
Yeah. You're just a loudmouth and I'm
I just sit
normal.
right back like this.
You're just a loudmouth, that's all it is. No,
Says
to
the
be fair,
one.
I'm a loudmouth.
Anyway, so you noticed it this morning, didn't you? Where something came up like, why are cats scared of cucumbers?
Yeah. Why is
And-
it? It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, and I've always wanted to know, but I know with the cats thing, it's like, I don't think they're scared of cucumbers. I think you put anything behind a cat, they're going to turn around and jump.
No, I think it is though. I think there's something to do with.
Is there?
Yeah.
I'd love to know.
It's because
Really, we should
it says on the
have put these down and then had answers for
Well,
them.
no, well, I had a look on the internet and it said it looks like a snake, but what household cat has seen a snake? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you buy a newborn...
Yeah, but I've never seen a snake in my life, and I get scared.
What I'm saying is, when you buy a little baby cat or a kitten or whatever you want to call it, and it grows up, it's never seen a snake in its life.
Yeah.
But a cucumber that shits himself.
Maybe that's what they think snakes look like, cucumbers.
So when they see a snake, they go, "Oh shit, a cucumber!"
Oh my god!
Did you that?
That's the best explanation ever. How hope it is that.
Every time now, you're just going to make you laugh even more, isn't it? When you see that video.
That's really funny.
She's crying now.
I'm crying.
She's gone. She's gone. Tickled you that, didn't it?
Yeah, that's really funny.
And also forgot on the board, like, flipping cucumbers and cats. Baby pigeons.
I'm going to giggles now.
We're not going to be able to do the rest of this podcast now because you're crying your eyes out. Oh, Jesus. Make a note of this, Dylan. 21 minutes into the podcast. I'll have to clip this. Honest to God. What have you written down? Your thumbs, not fingers.
Sorry, I can't carry on with this.
What? I don't understand what you meant by that. Thumbs, not fingers.
No, that's just a note for me. So, I saw something that said, hang on, let me compose myself because I feel like I've got cry voice now. Oh my God. I wish I didn't cry this much when I laughed.
It's honestly, I've never known someone to cry and just cry at anything. Like, if it's a slightest bit sad, you cry. If it's a bit funny, you cry.
No, no, the thumb's not a finger one is someone said, because your thumb's not a finger, technically you've not got a middle finger. You've got 4 fingers and 1 thumb.
What the hell? What do you mean?
when you put your middle finger up at someone, it's not your middle finger.
Yeah, but
you've got 4 fingers, so which is the middle one?
What do they call like your fingers and toes? What's the
I don't
words?
know. I don't know the technical words for it.
I don't know why, but I've got phalange in me, but that's friends, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's something like similar to that though.
I don't know.
Oh, God knows, but that's weird as out.
Yeah, because you always think about put my middle finger up.
Yeah, because
it's not your
you don't.
finger.
Yeah, 5 finger. Yeah, you don't say 4 fingers and 1 thumb, do you?
But it is though. Your thumb's not classed as a finger; it's a thumb.
With you being from top end, you'll have 6 fingers anyways.
Bottom end more like.
Do you want to fight off this podcast, Michael? What?
Black rodders.
Black rodders, bloody dirt rodders.
No,
Well, he's a dirt rodder now, isn't he?
know.
What have you put there? Water flavoured. What?
Right. These are just ones that I looked up.
What the hell have you written down here? Water flavour is...
No, so water's flavour is its temperature.
What?
To
be fair, it does taste better when it's cold, I think.
So I wouldn't drink warm water.
Right.
Warm water, baby. If you watch New Girl, you'll get that reference. That is the reference, isn't it?
Yeah,
Fire and Ice,
Fire and Ice, yeah. Warm water.
So your water's flavour is the temperature. Like, I'll never pick up a warm bottle of water. I'll always pick up a cold one. So it's like, you know what I mean?
I know, I don't know what you mean. So what you're saying is that the temperature, depending on the temperature of water, it tastes different.
Yeah, I think it does.
Do you think it does, or is that actually a thing?
No, none of these are actually a thing. Jay, you've just said that cats think that snakes are cucumbers and vice versa. That's not a thing. I'm not saying these are facts. I'm saying this is random shit.
Tallest volcano is on Mars. That's mental, that, isn't it?
Yeah. So the tallest volcano in
That's
the
what all
solar
aliens
system
are, that Mig.
is on Mars. I've already told you I'm not going into the subject of aliens again. I find it interesting, but I can't talk about it.
It's because they're amongst us, Meg.
Well,
Dylan might be an alien, you never know.
Well, talk about Dylan. He's the one who told me that this volcano erupted in Iceland.
All right, yeah.
I think like this morning or yesterday or something.
What, was it like a bad one? Or?
Not a bad one, I don't think, but it's like it's just weird, isn't it, to like think of volcanoes and stuff, and it's always like magma that's in the earth that just like explodes from the ground. But like there was people driving up, taking pictures of it and stuff like that. It's just insane, like when you think about it, because I've always been interested in stuff like that, and I've never gone to see like a volcano in real life and things. But that's why when we were talking about going to Italy, I said I want to go to that volcano because that's a dormant one. I don't think that's active anymore. But you can go and visit it.
I want to just go me and go, try and get it to erupt.
I need some water, 1 second. I've got because I've laughed, I've got like a proper...
Yeah, me too, to be fair.
Snotty nose. Weird
Lovely.
mouth.
Clear our throats and our noses for everyone who's listening.
I know. Why are you drinking your drink upside down?
I don't know. It's just a random day, innit?
Mm.
I enjoy doing these, though. Again, like the whole reason why we made this podcast, the reason why it was called Put the Phone Down is because, again, too many couples sit there scrolling on the phone on TikTok.
Playing COD at night.
Playing COD, working.
Yeah.
We do. We spend every day at work, at home, but
we never properly have a conversation.
Not often. Like, and it just goes to show, like, again, like we were saying the other day, like I appreciate being in your company, and like I said, we enjoy being in each other's company.
It's a good thing though, because it's like there's a lot of couples who probably, we say this every single podcast, we always come back to this, but who probably wouldn't enjoy each other's company that much. It's like when the lads go to the pub, it's like, oh, getting away from the missus.
Wife's back at home doing washing up, like that sort of shit. Whereas
I'm in the pub with you.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
It's always been the same though. It's like when we lived abroad in Malta, the same thing. It was like when I went out with the lads.
Yeah.
All the lads was like, "Oh, is Meg coming out?" I'm like, "Yeah, she's coming out." Because the only reason they just want to laugh at you because when you be stood on couches dancing and getting absolutely megged.
Getting taken down by the security guard.
I was so annoyed at you that day. I was like, Meg, get down now.
That day, it's happened a few times where the security guards
So basically, we're on a night out. Meg thought it was a good idea to stand on the couches in like the booths and dance.
Yeah.
The bouncer kept coming over to like tell him to get down, and I was bollocking Meg because he was getting a bit of a dick with you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For every reason to be.
Yeah.
But if it was started pushing you about it, then I'd have to come in and absolutely one bomb him and knock him out. 7 foot he was, wasn't he?
No.
7 foot black dude.
Was that the one who punched Jonah?
I think it was, yeah.
That's just ridiculous.
And that was
Jonah slipped.
Yeah, Jonah slipped, obviously slipped over.
Fell
he always gets
him,
mentioned in this podcast, Jonah, doesn't he?
Yeah, we've got good stories with him.
He slipped, and obviously when you fall, you just want to put your hands everywhere and grab the bouncer's shirt, and then he just sat there went into a fight.
I think they were looking for something that, like, I'm not saying that all bouncers do, but those that night, I think they were looking for something. And I'm not saying I wasn't in the right, but like
we
were in a booth. I was just dancing on the couch, like
that some poor bugger would have to clean.
Oh yeah, when everyone else. Sorry, I've got something on my eyelash. Ow. When everyone else had been spraying champagne and stuff, no one said anything about that. Yeah, what? And I can't put my feet on a couch. We were once
in a club in Malta, and again we bought. It's when Jonah come back.
I weren't out this night.
No, I don't think you were. No,
lads.
We ended up like buying loads of bottles of champagne, and I'm like spraying them in this club. And then the bouncer's coming over like, "What are you doing? Like, don't do it." And then the owner came over and like, "No, let them do whatever the fuck they want."
Yeah.
It was only like £3 bottle of champagne.
Yeah,
but to them in Malta, drinks are so cheap anyways. But yeah, that was that. But
£3 bottle of champagne.
Obviously over exaggerated.
But I don't know. I understand it would be annoying, but it's like I say we paid. It was Jonah really, but it's like everyone was spraying champagne everywhere. There was like people inside, outside. Like
I think that was when I said to you. So I what's her name? And I said, "Right, I'm taking you home."
Yeah.
I was like annoyed at you. I was like, "Right, Meg, pissed off. You going home?"
Yeah,
Meg.
no. I he was ready to go home.
So I walked you home. We got the taxi home.
Yeah.
And obviously all the lads were still out. And then I did the famous, I'm just dropping Meg off and I'm coming back out.
Yeah.
So all the lads was like, "Yeah, we've heard that before. Like, we're not seeing you for rest at night now."
Yeah.
What did I do? I walked back. I don't even know. Because it was like
actually only 5 minutes away, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a 5-minute walk, but it was like in the middle of nowhere. If that makes sense. There was like no lights. I didn't know where I was going.
Yeah.
I just like heard the music. I thought, right, my spider senses are tingling. I'm going to go this way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember like texting Jonah. Jonah was like, yeah, saying like. And then when he actually saw me, he was like, "Fucking get it!" And then I remember like running over, jumping, and then slipping like that, and like hurting myself. I'm like, "Fuck!"
I'm surprised you didn't get punched by the bouncer as well.
Because it was like really slippy, wasn't it? It was like a villa that they that they made a proper like New Year's Eve
It was
party.
good. I mean, I don't remember much at all.
Was Leah and Jack there as well?
Yeah, it was Gozo, wasn't it?
I remember that. Because we were all meant to be stopping at Jonah's grandmother's, weren't we?
Yeah.
And so when we were going over, you obviously because there would have been loads of us in the house.
Yeah, it just would have been really hard for me and Leah to get ready because we like as girls we need, especially when we're dressing up and stuff, we need a lot of space to get ready and time.
Yeah, because when we were going over on the ferry, weren't we, to Gozo? I'm like, oh, I've got a surprise for you all this. I've done you all a solid here.
Yeah.
And you were like, what? I said, I've booked us on a hotel as a surprise. You're being serious?
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, that's well posh. I'm like, I've like sorted it out. It's 5 minutes away from where we need to be.
Yeah.
You're like, bloody amazing. Then
no, you told me the name of it. So
I said it's in Marcel Fawn.
Oh yeah, so I googled hotels in Marcel Fawn.
And Leah went, oh, you went, is it this fucking shit one that's orange?
Yeah. It's like, it's not this orange one, is it? Like,
it was like,
yeah, I think so.
I'm sure it was like £5, and I think it cost 40 quid for all four of us.
Yeah,
that was for 2 rooms.
Do you know what? Can't complain about that hotel.
Bang on.
It was orange on the outside, which isn't the most appealing, but the rooms were fine.
Yes.
It was a nice room.
Yeah, it's only
for
need
the price of it as well.
Shower shit and a shave, haven't you?
Yeah, to put it bluntly.
But then in the morning, you and Leah were absolutely dying, weren't you?
Oh yeah, because there was a massive queue to get the cars back on the ferry at Gozo, and me and Leah were like asleep in the car, like sat in the queue, and you and Jack had gone for a wander, but because I was so rough, I almost like forgot how to drive. So when it started moving, I had to jump in the driver's seat, and I was like, "Oh my god, Leah, I don't know what I'm doing," because I was that hungover.
You only had to roll it probably like 5 yards in front.
I probably could have just put the handbrake off, rolled, and then put it back up again. Oh, there were some good memories though in Malta.
Oh yeah,
some good nights.
That's what I mean. I miss like because there's no night outs. That's where all like your good, like the shit that you talk about. Because we're talking about like memories from years ago when things were normal.
That would have been 3 years ago. No, 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, I reckon. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like now, because we don't have them nights out, there's nothing to speak about or have a laugh about. So there's just going to be a year where it's just going to be crap stories.
Yeah, I'll just forget about that year. But I was thinking the other day, it's been in April 2 years since we moved back from Malta.
That's crazy. That
it's mad, innit?
It doesn't feel that long ago.
No, it doesn't. And I do I miss it. I miss it a lot, and I miss the lifestyle of living abroad and stuff. But I think we'd reached our limit with Malta. I think we'd done everything we wanted to do.
I think it come to a point when it business wise, weren't it? Where
everything really, not just business wise. It was planning the wedding. It was coming back to family, because like I was worried about like Ruby, not seeing her grow up and the possibility of her not forgetting who I am.
Yeah.
But not really recognising me when she sees me, because it was such a young age where we moved away. I was just so worried about stuff like that. And I think...
I know what you mean.
I don't think it's out of our bug yet, that.
Travelling?
Yeah.
No,
I think we'll do some form of it in the future, but
I'd like to do like
works.
a couple of months, like Bali, all that shit carry on. But I'd like
to do a tourist visa in America as well. I'd love to do that. Just a few months.
Go and see Big Jonah in New York.
In New York.
No, I'd be interested in that, definitely. What a River walk last night. What have you got that last point?
No,
there?
I was going to say, after that volcano in Iceland, people were saying like the sky was just completely red. And it made me think about our walk up River I say up River, it weren't that far, were it? But
another thing that's been crazy this week, and it made me think because I had a migraine the other day. Apparently, something to do with the planets, a lot. Or they do it. There's like I don't know what planet. I don't know too much about this, but there's like movements in the planets, and they're a lot closer than they are usually.
Yeah.
For like a few days.
At the moment.
This week, and apparently
is it not term for that?
I don't know, but apparently, it was World Sleep Day yesterday, weren't it?
All right.
But apparently this week everyone's been feeling like really like fatigued and such a thing, that because apparently the energy that this movement of planets has give off.
There's something about that. I've heard that before.
But it's not a coincidence that I had like that mad ass migraine the other day that literally killed me off.
I know.
I remember that was bad. That I'd rather be hungover than have a migraine.
Yeah. I've never had one, so I couldn't.
Well, I were in a meeting.
I
were in a meeting. I was like looking at her, and I'm thinking, like, yeah. I just couldn't see his face.
No.
It was just a blur. Then I drove home, right, which I shouldn't have done really. It was like the left side, so if I just look that way, I'm alright.
Yeah, because that's safe.
Yeah, obviously we had a couple of like 10, 15 minutes sleep.
You had 10 minutes sleep
I had another
before your
meeting
next
straight
meeting,
after.
yeah.
Got to the office, threw up, and then I'm in this meeting like sweating.
I walked in and you look like a ghost.
I really just wanted to just get my head down because I feel like nauseous after it.
Yeah.
Obviously I had this meeting. Then I had a film shoot straight after, which I told you to then ring me to drive me up there.
Yeah.
Which was like a half an hour drive. Slept for half an hour.
Yeah.
Woke up, perked up a bit, and then filmed.
It's funny, innit? I think sometimes it's just like we were drinking last weekend.
But what I'm saying is, do you not think it is could be something to do with that?
Be. And there'll be people who believe in all this energy stuff and things like that. Like at the moment, there's so many people who believe in like energy and healing and crystals and everything. And I don't really get it. I think it's a lovely idea to believe in something like that. I think it's a really nice idea. But they always talk about it on like Instagram and stuff. Some of these like influencers.
There's a thing that someone told me about this theory, this Tesla theory.
Right.
Nikola Tesla. It's like there's a mathematical equation that the numbers 3, 6, and 9 always pop out.
Yeah.
And it's like 3, 6, and 9 relates to like the pyramids. So the 3 pyramids are in line with Orion's belt, like the mathematical equation about that. And this same mathematical equation is the same in hurricanes, how they perform, how shells, and they reckon there's something to do with this. But Nikola Tesla did like a quote saying, if you find out what the meaning of 9 is, you'll unlock the universe. That was one of his like statements. Because in these equations, 9 never pops out. So if you can figure out that, it's the way of finding out the 4th dimension or something.
Jesus Christ.
Aliens, Matrix. We're in a simulation.
If it's formulas, you need to talk to Deck.
I know about this though.
Right, go
Full
on.
circle now. I've just thought about it. Elon Musk has a company called Tesla. Elon Musk says we're in a simulation. Number 9, we're in a simulation, Meg. This is it. If we dream on a dragon flying through this door now, we'll do it.
Right, okay.
Manifest it'll happen. No, because that's what they do. They say it's like a manifestation thing. Again, I don't know how fucking true it is.
I believe in some manifesting.
This is just, I just find it interesting, so I read up about it. But they say like if you want to achieve something, if you say it, first thing you wake up in the morning, if you say it 3 times, write it down 3 times, do something else 6 times, and then do something else 9 times every day, eventually it will come true. That's what they're saying. There's all those people on YouTube who've done it and they're like,
I want £1 million. I want £1 million.
But you can't. The way this is supposed to do it is like saying, like for example, I will be so successful. I'm a happy working life. Do you know, so something that's very open ended?
Yeah, of course.
So,
but then I guess if you're trying to manifest being successful.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
You're working towards being successful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's just you putting that effort in.
Yeah, if you keep saying it and drilling it in your head, like if I said, right, I want to lose a lot of weight, and I want to lose a lot of weight, I want to lose, and just absolutely drilled it into my brain.
Yeah,
I will eventually get like when I think, I can't be asked or anything, I'll be like, no, I want to lose weight.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can see that sort of side working. But yeah, it's interesting. Like I want to do a bit more research on it because I don't know, I've gone really nerdy over this lockdown.
Yeah, I know. Every podcast, something's brought up about NFTs or manifesting or aliens.
My next thing now is trying to learn how to play that accordion thing.
That's going to be fun.
Frigging in the Rigging by Sex Pistols. Can't be that difficult to play that. It's like dun, dun, dun,
it's
dun,
really
dun,
difficult
dun,
to
dun.
play, so you definitely won't be able to learn
So
it.
I'll be able to play the flute through my nose. That's what I'm have to bring it on next episode and show the world.
Right, okay.
It's like what's it? One of the what is it? The wonders of the world.
What, you playing a flute through your nose?
That's what it is.
Really?
It's a global phenomenon. Jet Rainford playing the flute through his nose.
Shut up.
But imagine that though, playing that whilst playing the accordion. God, I'll have girls flocking in, Meg.
I don't know. It might
everyone
be the
be
way
going,
around.
oh, Meg's one lucky lady. Look at this guy
Really?
playing the flute through his nose and the accordion.
Because that's every time you tell someone about this accordion and this flute and stuff, they sometimes say like, "Oh, why are you with him?" Because it's just strange.
Yeah, I'm a strange person when we're living in strange times, aren't we, Meg?
That's true.
All right, it's another one done, isn't it?
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Sound.
We're done. Right, so thank you to watching or listening to another episode of Put the Phone Down. I hope we haven't boggled your head too much with all the shit we've been talking about. But if you have enjoyed it, make sure to share, like with your friends, and we'll see you on the next one.